this one is called Simply, and I wrote it on behalf of some of my college friends I recently made because I'm a freshman in college going to be a sophomore. So I've noticed that there's like a lot of drinking and drug use on campus, which is just not something I'm used to. And then there's also a lot of people not caring what other people think about them, which is cool, but then it makes me really worried for them because I'm like insecure and stupid. So this is sort of like a poem to them who choose to be reckless and don't care, and for how it worries me. So, when you die, promise me you'll try dying simply. For once, be anything but extraordinary. Avoid the temptation to tumble in car collision, colliding cranium, fracturing memories, harnessing your skull as a window breaker, spinning with failed ABS, screaming, bleeding, asphyxiated. Stretch beforehand, arabesque, spiraling ballerina, adagio, you'd make death look as though you practiced it. Even dying would look graceful. Don't go 90 in a school zone. 80 is fine. Powder your funeral face with deployed airbags. Wear your seatbelt. Bring a knife, because all things meant to keep you safe will only choke you. Look both ways, both ways, both ways before you cross 6 lanes of Chicago traffic. Knot your vocal cords into tuxedo bow ties when the taxis honk, and you want to shout and challenge them like a matador, waving around your soul a brilliant taunt which they are colorblind. Jump out of the way when they charge. When you decide to go skydiving, employ me as holy intervention and your parachute strings. When you decide to scuba dive, toss goldfish crackers into a public pool. Learn to swim, but avoid water. Learn to please a woman, but avoid loving her. She might slash into limbs instead of car tires. Wear earplugs to rock concerts. To church, get a desk job, rust your vocal cords, your brain, your magnificent soul. Grow old, cultivate dementia, decompose, rot, shrivel, shit yourself, try live past 23. Fear living maybe half as much as I fear you dying. Don't go out with a bang, you gunman, you suicide bomber, you captain with the cereal box cutouts, pilot's license, you oxygen masks deployed, won't activate, head tucked between legs, bracing if you won't die simply. Then I want a warning before impact. Only fly first class? I hear that when planes malfunction and they crash in the middle of nowhere and the crew has to resort to cannibalism, they go after the poor passengers first. I pray that the Donner Party will watch over you like a family of guardian angels. Instant message me your last heartbeats, because anything put on the internet is there forever. Text me, I love you, from a Nokia or a track phone, something indestructible. Spell it in 8 letters instead of 3. Spell it in pocket dialing in static, subliminally like Disney in cigar smoke. Shyly, with lingering gazes from opposite coasts. Spell it simply. Gush, ephemeral, memorize poems from your wounds. Write something down. Tell me all the pieces you would have left behind if you'd have intended on listening to me. Dictate your eulogy to be pouring out alcohol on any patch of grass and tripping balls on LSD and vomiting in the grass. I have a feeling you'll love to taste, whether or not you're buried. Be cremated, scattered at Lake Michigan, linger in the air. Die without a name, without a body. Die without me. Be everywhere and nowhere. Teach me that simplicity is a waste of an existence.